Well, the Springdale Bulldogs have played some important games in 1992, but there's none as important as this game tonight, as the Van Buren Pointers host the Springdale Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs desperately need to get back on the winning track and win tonight if they have any hopes of going to the postseason. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Brooks, and I'm providing the play-by-play on this exclusive replay as we've traveled down Highway 71 once again with the Springdale Bulldogs TV 33, ready to bring you the replay of this crucial game between the Pointers of Van Buren and the second-ranked Springdale Bulldogs. Coming into this game, the Bulldogs are 3-2 in conference play, as well as Springdale. Pointers are 5-2-1 on the season thus far. They're led by their senior signal caller, Kyle Dennis. He's 5'8", 147 pounds, and he is the spark on the wishbone offense, something that you don't see very often, but we're going to see tonight. Now, Springdale is going to be kicking off to Van Buren, and one of the things that the Bulldogs must be wary of is the speed of the Van Buren team. John Mackey in particular is very dangerous, and Springdale's had some difficulties on the kickoff, and so we'll see what happens tonight. Dean Bradley doing the steady job that he's done all year. We'll be putting the toe to the football as we begin this crucial Quad 4A West game. And there's the kick. Good high, deep kick. It's taken by Mackey. Breaks to the outside. He's got one man to beat. Does so down the sideline. John Mackey is going to go all the way, and how do you like that? 93 yards for a touchdown. And before folks even really get settled in, the Pointers have taken a 6-0 lead. And once again, the Bulldogs find themselves behind early on in this game. I tell you what, Mackey just took that ball, broke down the left sideline, had one man to beat, got by him, and then was in the clear. Tim Williams tried to make the tackle, but Mackey too elusive for him. And so he races down the sidelines, 93 yards for the touchdown. Here's the PAT attempt. It's up and no good. And so the Bulldogs get a break. And so with this game just barely beginning, it's 6-0 Van Buren.
Baby cries and Mama rocks away the harm.
Every day, abortion denies 4,000 tiny unborn babies the right to live, the right to be loved, the right to take that first big step. 4,000 abortions a day, 1,500,000 abortions a year is a lot of love denied.
Well, welcome back. If you're watching this replay, you probably did not even have time to get settled in, get the popcorn popped, and get a Coke and sit down until, boom, John Mackey put the Van Buren Pointers on the scoreboard, took the opening kickoff, ran 93 yards down the left sideline right in front of the Springdale bench. Van Buren is ahead 6-0 as we begin this game. And so Van Buren will be kicking off to the Bulldogs, and hopefully the Bulldogs can return the favor. Now, as we were trying to talk to you about, as we didn't have much time before that this is such a crucial game for both teams, because several teams mired at 3-2, and this night is going to tell the difference in whether some teams get to stay at home or others get to go on the road for the playoffs. There's the kick. It's a good high kick. Brad Downham has the ball. Fairly good return. And the Bulldog offense, led by Brad Downham, will set up at about the 32-yard line. Springdale offense is desperately needing a good ball game tonight after being stymied by the stingy Southside defense, and that's going to be one of the keys, whether the offensive line can rise to the task tonight. Downham at quarterback, takes the snap, hands off inside. Hard running from our vantage point, a little difficult to see who made the run there. One of the problems that we have when we go on the road is that we're always at the mercy of wherever we can place our cameras. And so tonight our angles are not quite what we'd like them to be. Next week we'll be back in Bulldog Stadium home turf and hopefully be able to give you the kind of picture that we know you expect. There's Golden inside. Just a little off-tackle play there as he's swarmed in by a host of pointers, and it's going to bring up a third down and about 2 yards to go. Don Strubing, the center, Jacob Haywood, Mike Finn, Clint Pinzo, and the rest of the Springdale Bulldogs come to the line. Brad Downham, third and about 2, takes the snap, inside handoff. Close to the first down. It's going to depend on his forward progress, but they're not going to give it to him. Clinton White, I believe, was the ball carrier, and he was met and driven back. And you don't see that very often by a Springdale fullback to get driven back. But pointers hold, and so the Bulldogs are going to be forced to punt. Paul Webb has handled that task all season long, has done an excellent job. In fact, last week, if it had not been for his excellent putting, the Bulldogs might have been an even greater hole. Gets the kickoff, gets a good, excellent bounce, and is going to be marked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So the Pointers will begin their first offensive possession. However, they lead 6-0. And figure that out. Opening kickoff, 93 yards down the field. John Mackey, and he'll be in the backfield as wishbone set. Again, Kyle Dennis is the quarterback for the Pointers. He'll have John Mackey, Jeremy Bolton, and fullback Thomas Matta in the backfield with him. 1st and 10, opening series drive for the Pointers. Good defensive play there. Toma Wharton, he's going to pick up about 3 yards or so. And as you see the Pointers shuttling the plays in. So it's going to bring up a second down. And about 6 yards to go. Man in motion. Inside handoff, he pulls the, well, he doesn't pull the ball. Faked me out. I thought he pulled the ball out, but he handed off to the fullback, and he was swarmed by a host of Bulldogs and gained perhaps maybe a yard or so. It's going to bring up a third down. The Springdale Bulldog defense tonight needs to really button down on third down and hold the Pointers. And we'll see what they can do on this opening series. 3rd and 5. Inside handoff. Had good running room. He appears to have the first down yardage necessary. Toma Wharton makes the stop. And indeed, the Pointers make a first down. Kyle Dennis, quarterback for the Pointers, takes the snap, hands off to the fullback, and he gains maybe 2 or 3 yards as a host of Bulldogs bring him down. Several Bulldogs there. Clint Pinzo is in on the tackle. There you see the huddle of the Van Buren Pointers, who last week defeated Russellville 12-0. Quite a shocker, as Russellville had come off the defeat that Springdale had given them. 2nd down and 8. Great defensive play there. Kyle Dennis rolled out.
Number 14, Kyle Dennis. For a loss in the backfield by number 44.
And as you hear on the PA, Steve Blackwood made the tackle there. He faked a handoff to the fullback and then dropped back to pass. Which is something that you don't really expect very much from the wishbone offense, but Springdale defense, particularly Steve Blackwood, was not fooled, and they dropped him. So Dennis is facing a 3rd down and 12 here. And the Bulldogs need a great play here. Inside handoff to the fullback, and he's stuffed. He may pick up a couple of yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Bulldogs have held in what is the Pointers' initial offensive series. Bulldogs behind 6-0.
Gain of 3 yards on the play is now 4th
And we'll see
down.
what they can do as they
Ball's on the 38-yard line.
take over for their second offensive possession, if all goes well here on the punt. Fair catch, and the Bulldogs will have the ball as we wait for the mark. It's going to be on the 20-yard line, where the Bulldogs will set up. The Bulldogs desperately need for Tommy Golden to break out tonight and have a great game, as he was stymied last week by that south side defense. And this is the night for Tommy Golden to have a great night. Inside handoff, maybe a yard or two, and thus far the Pointer defense is giving stiff resistance. That offensive line, and you see Paul Webb getting up off the ground, Clint Penzo, Don Strubing, Jacob Hayward, Mike Finn, Andy Downham, Andy Neese, Brad Downham, of course, in the backfield. Clint Batchelor. There's a pitch play. Golden gets outside, gets around the end, and picks up several yards.
Number 47, Tommy Golden, the ball carrier.
And Tommy Golden, if he can have a great game tonight, the Bulldogs will have a great chance of defeating the Pointers. And this is such a crucial, crucial game in this Quad 4A West, as there are only 4 teams from the conference that are going to go to the playoffs. Well, last week you'd have to think that Southside, with their big win over Springdale, is in the driver's seat with just one lone conference defeat, although next week they do have to play Northside, and that's always a great rivalry. Holding call sets the Bulldogs back, second down. The Bulldogs cannot afford to make those kinds of mistakes tonight. Second down, 13 yards to go. Here's Downham, he rolls out, and actually hands off inside to Parker.
Number 33, John Parker, the ball carrier.
And you'll have to forgive me tonight, my vantage point is not what it is usually either. As I said, we work in all different kinds of conditions, and when we called the athletic director this week, he said, we don't have any room in the press box for you, so we're going to do the very best job that we can to give you this replay. Remember, Thursday nights also, this game will be on at 7 o'clock if we replay all the games Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Downham drops back, is under heavy rush, gets the pass off. Oh, a tremendous catch is made there by John Parker. He juggled that ball on his way down. Great concentration by Parker, and before he hit the ground, was able to haul it in, and the Bulldogs have their first down of the night. And that's the kind of thing the Bulldogs lacked last week, the big play when they really need it. And so the Bulldogs have a 1st and 10. Trying to answer that opening call that the Van Buren Pointers gave against them. There we see Steve Batchelor on the inside handoff. Good yardage for 1st down. So Steve Batchelor getting some time at fullback tonight. 167-pound senior.
Tony Johnson goes a gain of 8 yards on the play. It's now 2nd down and 2.
As the play comes in with Clinton White.
50-yard line.
The Bulldogs faced with a 2nd down. 2 yards to go. Good pickup on 1st down. Downham takes the snap, hands off to Golden. He goes around right in. He's got the 1st down, and so the Bulldogs will continue this drive. The drive that began on their 20-yard line, and it's very crucial that the Bulldogs get on the scoreboard, and they need to answer point for point what the Pointers do tonight. And I didn't mean for that to come out that way. Point for point what the Pointers do. I wonder, how did you get a name like the Pointers? That's interesting. 1st and 10, Brad Downham. There's a little reverse play to Parker. Oh, he drops and his knee falls, and so they're going to mark him down. Had he been able to keep his feet, he might have really been able to go on that play. John Parker made a great catch just a few minutes ago in a key crucial play. It's going to bring up 2nd down, about 9 or 8 yards to go on the play, 45-yard line of the Bulldogs territory. Van Buren known for their team speed. They're not a big team, but they are fast. Downham hands off to Golden. Golden breaks through the line. Good yardage there as the Springdale Bulldog offensive line opens up a gaping hole. And Golden makes some good yardage. And so we're going to have a third down now. Tommy Golden is on pace for a 1,000-yard season. He needs a couple of good games tonight and next week. Third down, pitch to Golden, and he dives forward for the first down. So the Springdale Bulldog offense doing what they have done so many times throughout this season, and that's just methodically moving the ball down the field with excellent line play. They've been able to dominate so many teams with their offensive line, and really last week was the first time that they had some difficulty as they faced a huge defensive line there. That's
More and more, our customers are getting a great night's sleep on Spring Air back supporter mattresses. You can too. All Spring Air bedding is on sale at Lehman's now. Prices start as low as $96 for twin set, $129 for full set. The selection has never been better. The prices can't be beat. I sleep on a Spring Air mattress myself, and I think you should too. Come in today during our sale. Lehman's, 500 block East M Avenue, Springdale.
Well, welcome back to this exclusive replay of the Springdale Bulldogs as they are attempting to handle Van Buren tonight in this crucial Quad 4A West game. We want to thank all our sponsors who make this possible. Lehman's Worthen, Bank, Pizza Inn, Springdale Dodge, First National Bank, and Elmdale Baptist Church. I got it all in. Downham takes the snap, hands off inside. Good running play, good hard run there by Steve Batchelor. And that's exactly what you want to do on first down as a coach. You want to establish a good play to begin, and that's 5 yards on the pickup there. Brings up second down and 5. And there you see the Pointer defense. Again, mentioned to you that they're very fast, but they don't have quite the size of some of the other teams Springdale has played. Downham takes the snap, hands off, pitches to Golden. Golden leaps by a couple of men and gets inside the 25-yard line. Interesting shot there. I really appreciate our crew that gives up their time to come down every Friday night. When we're on the road, it usually means that some of our guys have got to get off work early and make that trek down. And so the Bulldogs with another 1st and 10 threatening here. This is a time-consuming drive. Downham hands off inside. Batchelor, great running plays. He spins off and still is on his feet and is finally brought down. Steve Batchelor getting some time at the fullback position tonight. Thus far has had an excellent game with some great runs. Springdale's fullbacks have kind of been the unsung heroes. Tommy Golden and Downham have gained the headlines, but the fullbacks have really kind of opened up the possibility for Golden and Downham to make some of the plays with some of the just steady runs up the middle. 2nd and 5. Downham hands off to Golden. Golden slips a little bit, kind of halt, slips, tries to cut back, and then is brought down by several Pointers. The Van Buren Pointers would not be what I would name my team in terms of a mascot. They take a lot of ribbing about that. And so it's the battle of the dogs tonight. I guess we'll see if a Bulldog can handle a Pointer. The Bulldogs, 3rd down, 6 yards. They need to keep this drive going. Downham around the end. He breaks into the open and makes the 1st down, gets down around close to the goal line. And so the Bulldogs will have a 1st and goal situation. Brad Downham faked the handoff inside, pulled the ball out, went right around the right end, got around the corner, and gained about 14 yards there on the play. So Brad Downham puts the Springdale Bulldogs deep in Van Buren territory. Bulldogs down 6-0, and they need a touchdown here. Downham takes the snap, hands off inside to Golden, still driving, still on his feet. So he gets down closer to the goal line. going to bring up a second down. The Bulldogs about 3 yards away from pay dirt.
Tony Johnson and number 70, Mike Keeper.
Brad Downham on second down, takes the handoff, dives and leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale Bulldogs. Brad Downham, a 3-yard leaping touchdown run, and gets the Bulldogs on the scoreboard. And remember, Van Buren missed their extra point, and so this game now is knotted up. And Booger Mosley will have a chance to put the Bulldogs ahead for the first time this evening. Good snap. Ball's up and good. And the Bulldogs lead 7-6.
Well, if you're hungry for some pizza, come on and live it up at Pizza Inn. It's the place to live it up, made fresh from scratch. Live it up. We pound it on. Live it up. Best pizza anywhere. Live it up. Until that pizza's gone. If you love pizza, the Inn is the place.
Live it up at Pizza Inn's all-you-can-eat buffet. Enjoy your favorite pizza, spaghetti, salad bar, and dessert for a lovely price.
Serving you at Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and Springdale.
Well, welcome back. There you see the score with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Springdale's gone on top 7-6 with an 80-yard drive, and they just consumed the clock and marched down the field. Key plays in that drive were a pass play by John Parker and then Tommy Golden making some excellent runs along with Brad Downham. And then Downham finally made the 3-yard plunge. Dean Bradley kicks off, and hopefully Springdale will cover this one better than the last time. And they do. As the tackle is made there by Randall Behringer. So Randall, sophomore, getting in on the tackle. And so it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Pointers. Now, the Pointers weren't predicted to do as well as they've done this year, but they got off to a very fast start with 3-0-1. And thus far on the year, they're 5-2-1.
Well, you watch your daughter grow up in what seems like 20 minutes, when all of a sudden she's off for college with half the house and a little prayer. He took a student loan from Worthen to do it. And with Worthen all over Arkansas, I can open her student account here, send her there, and at least know the money's taken care of. Well, it may not be the picture of me I'd hope she'd take.
Checkbook, great.
But it's still a little piece of home.
This is one of the most finely tuned machines in existence. A tinker with drugs, and you could leave it a wreck. This message has been brought to you by the United States Marine Corps.
Well, I got caught on that when the end of the first quarter, and I was talking about Van Buren's rise in the conference, and a lot of it is to be attributed to their quarterback, Kyle Dennis. Inside dive play there with good yardage on first down. Clint Penzo in on the tackle. So we've got second down, 6 yards to go. Dennis brings the troops up in the wishbone, takes the dive play, tries to pull out, but great defensive play there by the Bulldogs defensive line. And Matta had nowhere to go. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. As the play is brought in from the sidelines. The wishbone's a difficult offense to get ready for in just a week's time, and you really don't see it all that much now these days. Used to be everybody ran the wishbone. So the Bulldogs have had to really do their homework this week. There's a great play for a 1st down. So the Bulldogs give up another 1st and 10, and Van Buren's offense, which has been superb thus far this year. They've had some great offensive games, is really putting the Bulldogs to the test. Cal Dennis, only 5'8", at quarterback, takes the snap, hands off outside, slant play, and Mata is brought down. Mata, the fullback, and that wishbone, he himself is not very big. He's only 5'6", 165 pounds. In fact, no one is really that large back there. Bolton is at 5'10", Mackey's at 5'7". They're small, but they're very, very fast. One of the things Coach Gerald Williams expressed before the game was that they don't have the team speed that Van Buren has. And so this is a great concern. Second down, 6 yards to go. Well, we've got a flag, and we'll see what this call is. The officials conferring there. Offsides against Springdale. Boy, you don't like to see the penalties. Always makes your task that much more difficult. There you see West Coast getting the defensive signal. West Coast, the leading tackler on this Bulldog team, has had an outstanding year defensively. Has been the ringleader. Second down, 1 yard to go. The Bulldogs need to tighten up here. Dennis takes the snap, hands off inside, first down for the Pointers. Mata again, and Mata's just getting some hard, tough running done up on the inside there. 7-6 is the score. We're in the second quarter if you've just joined us on this replay. First down, 10 yards to go for the Pointers. Oh, great play. I tell you what, that's what you need to play. Blackwood disrupted that by taking the option away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to go, and then the Bulldogs just swarmed in on him, and we've got a penalty. And they're calling the Pointers over there, so it's against Springdale. Holding against Springdale. Well, Springdale's made some good defensive plays here, but the penalties have helped the Pointers out. Speaking of mistakes, you may have noticed that last week's game did not air Thursday night. And we've had some problems with our computer and our insertion system. We apologize for that. And we're trying to work those out. We will assure you that the games will run Tuesday and Thursday, 7 o'clock. By the way, as you watch this replay, I know you got to be thinking about that Fayetteville game, but the Bulldogs can't look beyond that. They've got to win this game tonight. Mata took that play up the middle. And the Bulldogs finally bring him down, but not before he gets deep in the Bulldog territory. And so the Bulldogs really need to buckle down here as the Pointers, after the Bulldogs scored, are driving back down the field. Coach Williams knew coming into this game this was not going to be an easy game at all. This is a very determined and tough team, and they know they've got to win also. Mata takes the ball, finally gets stuffed by several Bulldogs. And that's going to bring up a second down on the play. So at the 5-yard line, the Bulldogs need a good defensive play here to somehow get a break and keep the Pointers out of the end zone. Leading 7-6. Dennis comes down the line. Great defensive plays. They tried to string it out, but the Bulldogs stayed at home and did exactly what you need to do with that Bulldog, as they covered all the options, and Dennis went ahead and made the pitch. But there was a Bulldog there, and so we're going to have a third down. The Pointers knocking at the door of Springdale. The Springdale defense, which played a superb game last week.
For those who dream, and those who nurture, those love, and those who endure, for those who care, those who labor, those who strive, and those who cure. This is a time to come together, to renew our faith in God's lasting love. So make the time to worship with us and celebrate the hope that comes from above.
Welcome back. 7-6 is the score as we're midway into the second quarter. Third down, Pointers knocking on the door of the Bulldogs. This is going to be a key play of this game. Dennis brings his troops up, wishbone set, third down, goal to goal. Makes the pitch, good defensive penetration to string it out. And the Bulldogs run him out of bounds. He did not get into the end zone. And so that's going to bring up a fourth down and be an interesting situation for Van Buren to see what they'll do here.
And number 46, Kenny Watson.
Kenny Watson in on the tackle. Picked up 3 yards, but they're still shy. And so with a fourth down, let's see what they do. They're going for a field goal. Judkins. This will be a 24-yarder. And we've got a penalty. Well, it wouldn't be quite 24. Let's see what it'll be. It may be 24 now. Boy, that's a big mistake by the Pointers and a break for the Bulldogs. They're going to back them up 5 yards. It would have been about a 19-yard. Now it's going to be about 24 yards. So Judkins is going to attempt to put the Pointers up and to redeem the Pointers from losing an opportunity with a one-point conversion. There's a kick, and it's up and good. And so the Pointers retake the lead, 9-7.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on prices.
We work with you in getting the best manufacturer's discounts and the best trade-in allowances possible.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on service.
We believe that the real service starts after the sale, making sure your car runs right and fixing it immediately.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge.
Come see us. We'll prove it to you. Who are you?
Me? I'm nobody. Springdale Dodge on South Thompson in Springdale.
Well, welcome back. Van Buren has retaken the lead, 9-7. Judkins booted a 24-yard field goal at the 7:25 mark here in the second quarter, and thus far it looks to be a scoring match as each team is matching the other in scoring. Big play on that drive was Kenny Watson and Brad Downing teaming up for a tackle that brought about the field goal. There's the kick. Ball's taken by Paul Williams. Paul gets wrapped up before he gets going too far, and the Bulldogs are going to set up their 22-yard line. We've said it over and over and over again tonight, but this is such a crucial game. The winner will have a good chance of going to the playoffs. The loser is going to need really a miracle. Down him, hands off inside. And there was nowhere for Tommy Golden to go. The Pointers playing inspired football tonight. It's been a tough road trip for the Bulldogs as they were in Russellville against the #1 team in the state at the time, won that game, then had to play the #2 team in the state again on the road in Fort Smith, lost that game, and then Van Buren here. This is no slouch team, trailing 9-7. There's the handoff to Golden. Golden gets outside. Good, great running room. Just got 2 men to beat down the sidelines, and they bang him out of bounds. But Tommy Golden picks up excellent yardage, and that's exactly what the Bulldogs need from Tommy Golden if they're going to win this game tonight. The big plays. You give Golden some running room, and he can take off. And so quickly the Bulldogs are threatening, have moved into Pointer territory, and I'm sure that the Pointer coaches all week long must have talked about stop Tommy Golden. They didn't do it there, and the Bulldogs have a 1st and 10. Brad Downham at the helm, hands off inside Batchelor. He's going to take some rough licks, but get 2 or 3 yards on the play. Appreciate those of you watching and your positive comments throughout the week. I've run into several of you and comment about the games, and we appreciate that. Thank you for your support of what we do here at TV 33. Brad Downham on 2nd down. Takes the snap, goes around, fakes a handoff, goes around left end, gets good running room, and is finally brought down by the Pointers. So that 1-2 punch of Springdale is working. Golden and Downham. Brad Downham, the senior quarterbacks come on, and we're going to have about a 3rd and a yard or so. Again, I want to take some time just to thank our volunteers who work hard. You know, sometimes we don't do all that ABC does, but then these guys are volunteers and work very hard at that. There's the pitch. 1st down play, and then more Tommy Golden, a great run. As they try to stop him, he gets down close to the goal line. An excellent run. Tommy Golden pounds the ball down. He wanted to get inside the plane of the end zone. It didn't quite do it, but Tommy Golden, an excellent run there, 23 yards. And he's down to the 3-yard line. And so Springdale doing what it's done to so many teams this year, dominating that offensive line, being able to get Tommy Golden out to the outside. 1st down goal. Downham takes the pitch, hands off inside. 47, Tommy Golden gets close, but it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Stopped on the play by number 58, David Pike.
Pointers stiffen their defensive resolve there. 9-7, they lead the Springdale Bulldogs, 2nd ranked. Bulldogs only fell 1 position after that loss to Southside. And so Brad Downham with 2nd down to go brings the Bulldogs up. Hands off to Golden. Golden into the end zone, touchdown, and the Bulldogs retake the lead. 4:24 remaining in halftime, and Booker Mosley will come on and see if he can make the extra point. To make it 14-9 at that point. It's 13-9 now. There's Mosley, who's been very steady all year long at this. Kicks up, and it's good, and Springdale's back on top, 14-9. We'll be back after these messages.
Since 1907, we at First National Bank of Springdale have consistently retained the majority of our profits to build a strong capital base for our depositors' protection. At the same time, we've expanded services and locations at a rate consistent with safety and soundness. Our commitment to the community is to remain one of the safest and strongest banks in the nation while serving the financial needs of our customers. We're strong enough to serve and close enough to listen. First National Bank of Springdale.
Well, we're back. There you see it, 4:24. Springdale's ahead 14-9. This has been a fast-paced game, as there's only been a couple of passes that have been attempted. And so we are quickly moving along in terms of this game. The Bulldogs back on top, 14-9. Thus far, both teams have really showed their offensive stuff, and the defense made a few key plays, particularly for the Bulldogs. Dean Bradley puts a toe to the ball, sort of a squiggly kick. It's picked up, covered, and the Bulldogs bring him down. Since that opening kickoff, you sort of hold your breath there, as the Pointers show that they can be very, very dangerous on the kickoff return. They opened up the game with a 93-yard kickoff return by John Mackey. And so as we march under 4 minutes and approach that, The Pointers will try to get back on top. Kyle Dennis, quarterbacks, wishbone set. Springdale appears to have jumped off sides. And the Pointers applaud that. Offside Springdale. That'll bring up first down, 5 yards to go.
Still first down. First and 5 from the
Again, mistakes and penalties can really come back and haunt you. Instead of having 10 yards to go, they've only got 5 to go. Dennis takes the snap, comes down the line, pitches to his trailing back. He's got the first down and is finally hauled down, but not before he makes the first down. And again, Wes Coates made the tackle there. He's the leader on the Bulldogs' defensive first team in terms of tackles. He's had a great season thus far and needs to have a great game tonight to shut down this offense of Van Buren. First down, 10 yards to go. Dennis has the ball, inside handoffs, and the Bulldogs defensive line, led by John Conklin there, stiffens up. Chad Adams in on the tackle. They mark it for no gain, so it's going to be second down and 10. That's the kind of thing that the defense needs to do to disrupt this potent offense. Wishbone can really put the yards quickly on a defense, put the points on the scoreboard. So Dennis takes the snap, gets whacked, but a little misdirection play, fumble there as it's recovered by the Pointers. Number 32, Thomas Matta, got out of the line there somehow, and he's going to have another first down for the Pointers, and they're marching down the field again. Thus far, neither defense appears to have had any great success stopping the other's offense, and we could be in for another Bentonville game where it was just touchdown after touchdown. The Bulldogs in the lead, 14-9. There's the pitch. Good defensive play. They let him out a little bit. He struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. So good coverage by the Bulldogs there. And that's the very thing you need to do on the wishbone pitch play like that. It's going to bring up second down. They're actually going to mark him for about a half-yard loss. So you see the Pointer huddle. Again, Van Buren, new to the Quad 4A West. Last year was their first time in that league. Came up to Springdale. And we've got a timeout.
You know, it says here in the paper that what Americans are most concerned about is the economy. I'm concerned about the economy too, but you know, there are a lot of other things that I think are important. Well, what can I do about that? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that I'm registered and that I vote when it comes election time. And I want to encourage you to make your vote count. Register to vote, and then make sure you show up to the polls election day and vote your convictions. Your vote makes a difference.
We have a serious drunk driving problem in northwest Arkansas. In our state last year, over 300 of our friends were killed in alcohol-related crashes. Please don't drink and drive. If you can't stop drinking and driving on your own, we're here to help you.
Welcome back. Van Buren trying to get back on top. Inside handoff. Boy, I tell you what a play by the running back there, Thomas Matta. The Bulldogs had it, and then he just sort of surged out of there. And what would have been maybe only a 1 or 2 yard gain, he turns into picking up several additional yards. And the Pointers have a 3rd down and 3 as they tried before this halftime. Comes up to retake the lead. Fumble on the play. And we yet to see who has recovered the ball. It looks like, and indeed Van Buren has it. And so it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down. This is going to be a key.
4 yards on the play. It's 4th and 2.
Drive for them, 4th and 2. 4th down, 2 yards to go. The Pointers are going to go for it. Dennis, the quarterback, takes the snap, comes down the line. He's close to the first down. Believes he has it. Yes, indeed he does. And so the Pointers offense marching down the field, led by Kyle Dennis there, an unlikely looking candidate for a wishbone quarterback. But sometimes wishbone quarterbacks are not the largest in the world. The Bulldogs may be penalized there, and there's the flags that fly for having too many men on the field. And in addition to the yardage they'll lose, that's going to stop the clock for the Pointers. Springdale, uncharacteristically, has had several penalties in this first half. And one of the things that really had been an aid to the Bulldogs early in the season was that they'd played virtually error-free football. And that's going to give the Pointers first down and 5 yards to go. And that's happened several times tonight that the Bulldogs have given the Pointers a first down and 5 yards to go. So the defense really needs to stiffen up here. Inside play to Matta. And he's brought down by Wes Coates, but not before he picks up good yardage. Van Buren takes a timeout.
More and more, our customers are getting a great night's sleep on Spring Air back supporter mattresses. You can too. All Spring Air bedding is on sale at Lehman's now. Prices start as low as $96 for twin set, $129 for full set. The selection has never been better. The prices can't be beat. I sleep on a Spring Air mattress myself, and I think you should too. Come in today during our sale. Lehman's, 500 block East M Avenue, Springdale.
Well, we're back. Van Buren, who's timeout for a measurement with 41 seconds left, makes the first down. And so with the ball on about the 12-yard line, 41 seconds left, trailing the Bulldogs by 14-9 count. If they get in the end zone here, this could really give them the momentum going into the second half. First and goal is the mark, excuse me. I don't have a good vantage point. They're inside 10-yard. Whistles blow. And we've got a flag on the play. Hopefully this will not be against the Bulldogs. And it's against Van Buren. So the Pointers are going to march down the field the wrong way. What a key, crucial time.
5-yard penalty call against the Pointers. It's still first down.
That's still a first down for them, but it is first and goal. 5 yards back. As Dennis attempts to put the Pointers ahead. Rolls out to his right, looking for a man. Steve Blackwood wraps him up. Great defensive play by Steve Blackwood. And man, so many times this season, Blackwood has made an outstanding defensive play. And Buren takes a timeout.
23-yard line. Second and 23.
And they're going to discuss this. Well, while they take this time out, just want to say a word of appreciation to our sponsors who help make this possible. Lehman's, Worthen Bank, Pizza Inn, Springdale Dodge. There you see some of the folks here. First National Bank and Elmdale Baptist Church been with us to help make this game replay possible. Second and goal. Time running out in the second half. The Pointers trying to throw the ball. There's the ball thrown into the end zone. No one near, and the ball is incomplete. So it stops the clock with a third down. It's what the Pointers are facing. The Bulldogs trying to hold precariously to a 14-9 lead and go into the halftime, keep the Pointers out of the end zone. Again, remind you that we're looking forward to getting back to Bulldog Stadium next week, home turf, and be able to have our regular vantage point as we work for the disadvantage on the road. Dennis takes the snap, drops back. He's under a great heavy rush and is finally forced down by Steve Blackwood. Another great defensive play. So the Pointers, who threatened on 4th down now, trying to hurriedly get a play off. They attempt a long field goal, and there's flags on the play. It's good. And so we'll see what this is. It's on Van Buren. Boy, that's got to hurt. A long field goal by high school standards. And it's all going to be for naught, however. Van Buren hustled onto the field, and that was part of the problem. His legal procedure, they're going to have to back up 5 yards. I had to wait for the official's call from my vantage point on that because I really couldn't tell. But what an incredible field goal, and they're going to try it again. 5 yards back. There's the snap. The kick's up, and it's nowhere close. No good. So it's still 14-9. Springdale Bulldogs on top as we end the first half.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on prices.
We work with you in getting the best manufacturer's discounts and the best trade-in allowances possible.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on service.
We believe that the real service starts after the sale, making sure your car runs right and fixing it immediately.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge.
Come see us. We'll prove it to you. Who are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
Springdale Dodge on South Thompson in Springdale.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Well, welcome back to this pivotal match between the Springdale Bulldogs and the Van Buren Pointers. Well, we're about ready to kick off here for the second half, and we're glad that you have joined us on this exclusive replay on TV 33, the Springdale Family Network. And we're excited about being able to bring you the Bulldogs. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you the Bulldogs for several weeks to come. But we'll know the answer to that question here in just a few minutes as we get kicked off for second half action. The Bulldogs fell behind in this match, but has come back and now lead 14-9 going into the third quarter. Pivotal game for the teams involved, as the loser here will be hard pressed to make the playoffs in this Quad 4A West, which is without question the best conference in the state. So here we go, second half action. The ball's kicked deep. Golden takes the ball, heads upfield. It's around the outside, gets by a couple of men, and is finally hauled down. And so the Bulldogs will set up shop at about the 34-yard line, their own 34-yard line, as we begin this second half. Now, as we've said throughout the broadcast, this is a key matchup, as last week the Bulldogs were defeated by the Southside Rebels, and so Springdale really needs to take this opening drive and do something with the ball. Brad Downham takes the snap, hands off inside. Steve Batchelor playing fullback. Good opening play for the Bulldogs. Little dive play inside. Springdale's offensive line doing what it's done to so many teams this year, dominating the line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what you want to do on the first down. Pick up about 5-6 yards. It then gives you a lot of different options to do some different things. So 2nd down and 4 as Downham brings the troops up. Man in motion. Handoff inside. Hard running room up close to 1st down territory, but will not quite have the 1st down. A host of pointers there made the tackle. And so we're going to be looking at a 3rd down as he picked up 2, and about 1 yard long, 1 yard to go for the 1st down. Parker's in motion, handoff and fakes the handoff to Clinton White. Down and pulls the ball out, gets the 1st down, the first initial 1st down of the 2nd half for the Bulldogs, as they begin to establish some dominance there on the line of scrimmage. And if they can continue that throughout this 2nd half, then the Bulldogs will indeed be in the driver's seat in terms of this football game. Thank you for watching. I want to say a special word of thanks to all those who make this possible, our volunteers who made this trip down with us. Let's see what the Springdale Bulldogs can do. 1st and 10. Golden has the ball around the left side, and he's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards, maybe 4, as he slips down. Looked like he tried to make a cut, and his feet went out from underneath him as the pointers brought him down. If you watch this replay Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 o'clock, one of the things, you have the advantage, you know what the outcome is, where we don't. You see we have 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Downham taking the snap from Strubing. Hands off to Golden. He hands back off on the counter play. Not much going there as the pointers were simply not fooled at all. And Parker did well just to get the ball back towards the line of scrimmage. Now, as I was saying, you've got the advantage on us. You know the outcome of this, but I've always been amazed in the 7 years that we have done Springdale football Bulldog games, how folks tune in no matter what, particularly when it's a game on the road. Several, if you can see out across the way there, Bulldog fans made the trip down, but many of you didn't, so you're watching this for the first time. We're glad to have you. 3rd and 7. Downham drops back for a pass. It's tipped and is incomplete, and we've got a penalty flag, and we'll need to wait and see what that is. In an area where often you see holding called, and so we'll need to see what the call is going to be. And indeed, that's exactly what it is. It's holding going against the Bulldogs, and they're going to talk that over with Van Buren. They're going to decline as they have held the Bulldogs. It brings up a 4th down, and we should see Paul Webb coming into the game. Paul Webb's done an excellent job this season handling the punting duties, and really need to pin the pointers back with an excellent punt here, and I know that's what's going to be the attempt that's going to be made. Good high kick, and the pointers are just going to let it bounce, and it's going to go out. Well, he keeps walking up there at the 20-yard line. It looked like where he started, we might get it inside the 20, so the pointers are going to have the first and 10 at the 20-yard line. And Springdale's defense desperately needs to get some things going and happening, maybe force a turnover. One of the concerns must have been for the Springdale coaches at halftime is the fact that the pointers have been able to move the ball. There's the snap. We've got another penalty. It's the Bulldog swarm quarterback Kyle Dennis. Kyle Dennis at 5'8", 147 pounds is not a very big quarterback, but he's fast and makes things happen. And somebody made something happen there for Springdale. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, a legal procedure. So he's going to bring up a 1st down and 15. The 15-yard line or thereabouts from our vantage point, which is not the best in the world. As we've said, when we go to the visitors' stadium, it's always interesting where we're going to be able to set up. Dennis hands off inside. Good running room, but he's finally shut down. And so the defense of Springdale doing the job they need to do, giving a little bit of yardage there as he picked up about 6 yards on the play, but it's going to bring up 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Pointers in just their second season, Quad 4A West, have made things interesting. Second down, 9 to go. Dennis takes the snap and is stopped. Maybe a yard or two gain there on the play. Springdale's defense has really played all in all very well throughout the season. They've given up some big plays here and there. They lack perhaps the team speed that other teams have, but what they lack in speed, they certainly make up in determination. And so clinging to a 14-9 lead here with third down, 9 yards to go. This is a big third down for both teams. Dennis heads off inside. He's going to be way short, tackled by a host of Bulldogs there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down with the Pointers deep in their own territory, and they're obviously going to punt here, 4th and long. So the Bulldog defense does its job stopping the Pointers on their initial series here in the second half after Springdale had gained 1 first down and then punted. And we're sort of exchanging punts here. Good snap, little high rush, but he gets it off. A good high punt. Fair catch is called for by Tommy Golden, and the Bulldogs will have good field position as they start their second possession here in the second half. As you watch this, I know you're anticipating Friday night's game at Bulldog Stadium, which you normally think would be an easy game, except for the fact that it is the great rivalry of the Bulldogs and anything can happen. But right now, we've got to pay attention to the business at hand. Tommy Golden round right in, gets a couple of yards before he runs into some determined tacklers there by the Pointer defense. And as we said, you'd look at it on paper and think that Springdale should have an easy victory this coming Friday night. However, it's kind of one of those contests where you throw out the record book and all the statistics, because if the Fayetteville Bulldogs could beat Springdale, that would make their year, which has been a pretty rocky year for them. They've not done very well. We'll see this Friday night. Downham rolls out to his left, drops back, ready to pass, has a man, and finds him down the sideline, and they're going to call him out of bounds. Paul Williams made a great catch and was racing down the sidelines, but went out of bounds. Otherwise, he was into the end zone. He got by his man, but the Pointers did what they needed to do in bumping him out of bounds. There's the snap, handoff, round right in. Golden, some determined running, just doing an excellent job there. And again, we apologize. So many times my vantage point is blocked. And I appreciate all of you, your comments, and our game. Going into this season, we literally found out the last minute that I was going to have to do the play-by-play. It's something that I've never done before, and really wasn't excited about doing it. It's been fun watching the Bulldogs, and you've been very kind in your response to what we've been able to do. There's a handoff inside. Looks like he is going to be close to the first down, but perhaps it's a little bit short. It's been humorous this season as we've traveled to different stadiums to find out just exactly where we'd be setting up, and it gets a little difficult when you've got the home team. They tape their game to watch replay, and then they, of course, the Bulldogs do the same, and then you've got different radio people, and you have limited space in some of these press boxes. It makes for a very interesting evening sometimes, and this one's proving to be so. Downham, inside fake, pulled the ball out, and some of the Bulldogs are signaling that he has a first down, but we need to wait for the official word from the fellows in the striped shirts, and indeed, it's going to be a first down for the Springdale Bulldogs. That's what the Bulldogs need to do. They need to keep driving the ball and taking time off the clock, keeping the ball out of the hands of the Pointer offense, which sometimes with a wishbone offense, that's the best defense you can have. Parker in motion, handoff inside. He fakes a handoff, pulls it out, and he's going to get stacked up before he gets only perhaps maybe a yard or so. As Downham's taking some licks tonight, may very well be a sore individual come Saturday morning. Springdale Bulldogs desperately need to win this game, as do the Pointers. Both teams 3-2 in league action, and coming into tonight knew that whoever lost this game would be hard-pressed to make the playoffs. Top 4 teams in the Quad 4A West will go. That is indeed the most highly regarded conference in the state. There's a pitch outside to Golden. He gets a little bit of run room, leaps over a tackler, and gets down close to the 10-yard line, and he'll be have enough for a first down. And so Springdale, after having held on defense, got good field positions, picked up a couple of first downs, and is now threatening against the Pointers. 1st and 10, Springdale Bulldogs. They can make a first down before they get into the end zone. Golden again, handoff, and he's going to be stacked up, this time with only perhaps a yard or so made on that carry. Tommy Golden having a superb evening thus far, and that's been one of the big differences in this game as opposed to last week when Springdale simply didn't manage to get Tommy Golden loose for much of anything. Southside defense did an excellent job, and the Pointers have done well tonight defensively, but not well enough as the Bulldogs are ahead. There's Clinton White with a handoff, and he's going to get only about a yard or so before he's stopped.
Number 49, Clinton White, the ball carrier.
Clinton White sharing duties tonight with Steve Batchelor at fullback. Springdale is blessed with several individuals that can play the fullback position. 3rd down, 5 yards to go as Downham brings the troops up. Here you see Golden in the backfield along with Batchelor. Downham rolls out to his right, can't find anyone, tucks it up, tries to make something out of it, but he's dropped and going to be short of the first down. All the receivers were covered, and so Downham just had to tuck the ball and get what he could make out of that, and the defense very quickly closed in on him. And so the Bulldogs have got a decision to make right here. Booker Mosley is going to come in for a field goal attempt. And if he makes this, it'd be a 23-yarder. There's the snap. It's good. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Bulldogs lead 17-9.
Well, if you're hungry for some pizza, come on and live it up at Pizza Inn. It's the place to live it up, made fresh from scratch. Give it up. We pound it on. Give it up. Best pizza anywhere. Until that pizza's gone, you love pizza, then it's the place.
Live it up at Pizza Inn's all-you-can-eat buffet. Enjoy your favorite pizza, spaghetti, salad bar, and dessert for a lovely price.
Serving you at Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and Springdale.
Well, welcome back. Springdale has extended its lead as you see the cheerleaders of Van Buren tossing footballs into the stands. A very small stadium here, and the athletic director told me they hope to build a new stadium in a couple of years and use this for junior high football. So maybe the next time the Bulldogs come back down 71 to play Van Buren, they'll be in a new stadium. Booker Mosley's made it 17-9 as the Bulldogs kick the ball back to Van Buren. A good kickoff deep, and good coverage by the kickoff team by the Bulldogs as Van Buren's going to set up at about the 27-yard line, their own 27-yard line, and they desperately need to make something happen here if they're going to get back into this ball game, as we're late into the third quarter, and the Springdale offense is beginning to take control of that line of scrimmage, and that's got to be a concern for the Pointer coaches because those big hosses from Springdale can just wear you down, and that appears to be what is happening. Now the defense needs to rise to the occasion. Dennis with a handoff inside, good running up inside before he's finally wrestled down by Wes Coates. The fullback makes the first down for Van Buren. And this is much like it was in the first half where it just seemed whoever had the ball last would score last, and without some big plays, Springdale Bulldog defense may have given up another touchdown before halftime. Actually did give up a field goal, but it was erased by a penalty, and so they held. 17-9, there's a handoff on first down. Again, good yardage on first down being made. Some holes being made by the Van Buren offensive line. We talked about Springdale's offensive line. Van Buren's been able to make the key blocks to spring their running backs, and they're racking up some yardage. So we've got a second down with 3 yards to go. And Springdale's defense really needs to shut down the Pointers here. There's a handoff inside, first down. Pointers. Dennis just handing off to the fullback, who's had quite a game thus far, Thomas Mata, and picked up another first down for the Pointers. And so we'll see what becomes of this. The Pointers picking up 2 first downs after Springdale had kicked a field goal to go up 17-9. Dennis, excellent defensive play that time, and that's exactly what you need to do. You've got to disrupt the wishbone at really the point of attack, and that's what they did that time. Good line penetration by the Bulldogs, and that makes it very, very difficult. It's going to be second down and 12. Pointers trying to get back in this. They need to have a score of some sort if they have any hope. Great defensive play there. The Bulldogs shut him down. Number 44, Steve Blackwood, doing an excellent job. He's had some big plays in this game. He lost a yard there, and it's going to be bringing up a crucial third down. So there's the end of the third quarter. The Springdale Bulldogs are up 17-9. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, you watch your daughter grow up in what seems like 20 minutes, when all of a sudden she's off for college with half the house and a little prayer. He took a student loan from Worthen to do it. And with Worthen all over Arkansas, I can open her student account here, send her there, and at least know the money's taken care of. Well, it may not be the picture of me I'd hoped she'd take, but it's still a little piece of home.
Well, we're back with Springdale going into this fourth quarter leading 17-9. And this is a crucial fourth quarter for the Van Buren Pointers as well as the Bulldogs. As we've said throughout this show, the winner will go at 4-2. The loser will really be hard pressed. Dennis fakes a handoff. Great quick pass. He faked the handoff to the fullback and hit his tight end. Looked like crossing over in the middle, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Pointers. Brad Downham made the tackle there, but not before the Bulldogs give up the first down. Or actually, they're going to call it 4th and 1. I thought he had the first down. But 4th and 1, and the Pointers down have to go for it here. This hands off inside. He's got the first down and more. From my vantage point, I thought they'd mark him with a first down. They had it just a few inches short. 4th down and short. The Pointers, trailing 17-9, had no other option but to go for it. And a good line search there by the Pointer offense, driving back the Springdale Bulldogs. And the Pointers now have a 1st and 10 as they threaten here early in the fourth quarter. Dennis takes the snap, hands off his hand. He's got running room and is finally driven down. Thomas Mata again has really had quite a ball game against the Springdale Bulldogs. And if the Bulldogs are going to hold him down, they've got to stop Mata. He's been the mainstay for them, and he's going to be up close to the 100-yard mark here, if not over it. Dennis, the quarterback, with 1st and 10. Fumble. Bulldogs say they have it. I've not seen a mark yet. There it is. Finally, the officials agree, and the Pointers turn over, and the Bulldogs have the 1st and 10, and that is big. That fumble occurred on the 7-yard line. And so Van Buren threatening could really have made a game out of this, trailing 17-9. And there you see some of the fans. They're not all that excited about that, but trailing 79, the Bulldogs take over at their own 7-yard line. Big break for the Bulldogs. There's Tommy Golden, gets around, one man to beat, going down the sideline. Tommy Golden could go all the way, one man to beat. He's not going to catch him. Finally gets drugged down from behind, but Tommy Golden makes a tremendous play. Now you talk about getting out of the hole. That's one way to do it. Give the ball to Golden, and Golden just headed around the right side. It's going to get about 60 yards or so on the carry and give the Bulldogs first and 10. And any hope Van Buren might have of catching up against Springdale may very well have just slipped out of their hands after that fumble and that long run by Tommy Golden. Downham takes the snap, hands off inside to Batchelor. He gets about 3 or 4 yards on the play, and so we're going to be faced with a second down. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Lehman's, who's been with us for 3 or 4 years now. Worthen Bank has been with us every year. Pizza Inn's also been with us every year. Springdale Dodge has been with us the last 2 years. First National Bank has been with us every year, and as well as Elmdale Baptist Church. And we appreciate those people who make this game possible, and we appreciate you for watching week in and week out Springdale Bulldog football. Downham takes the snap, rolls back, looking, has a man, and we're going to have a penalty. That's going to be pass interference against John Parker, and that's going to give the Bulldogs a first down. Parker was stretching out for that ball. It was certainly a catchable ball. If he caught it, he would have fallen into the end zone. The Pointers are going to argue. I started to say they're going to argue the point, but it's not going to do them any good, as the men in the striped shirts, when they make a decision, 99.9% of the time, they're going to stick with it. And so we're going to have a penalty. And actually, it's one of those penalties where you probably are going to come out ahead. Had they not done that, Parker would have caught the ball, would have been in for a touchdown. As it is, you marked it from the spot, from the line of scrimmage, however, not the spot of the infraction. And so instead of a touchdown, you giving the Bulldogs a first and 10 deep in your own territory, but at least the points aren't there on the board. So the Bulldogs get another break there, first and 10. Hand off to Golden. He tries to get around left end, does so, cuts back, still on his feet, into the end zone. Tommy Golden, touchdown, a 13-yard touchdown run by Tommy Golden with 9:47 left in this game. And if you believe in the fat lady singing, she's probably humming about now, because that could very well be the final nail in the coffin for the Van Buren Pointers, as it is now 23-9 with 9:47 left. As you see Tommy Golden running off the field, he's had a superb game, exactly what the Bulldogs needed from him. Booger Mosley will attempt to add the 24th point. There's the snap and the kick, and it's good, and Springdale leads Van Buren 24-9. We'll be back in a moment.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on prices.
We work with you in getting the best manufacturer's discounts and the best trade-in allowances possible.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge on service.
We believe that the real service starts after the sale, making sure your car runs right and fixing it immediately.
Nobody, but nobody beats Springdale Dodge.
Come see us. We'll prove it to you. Who are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
Springdale Dodge on South Thompson in Springdale.
It's been a tough 3-game road trip for the Bulldogs of Springdale, as they've had to travel down Highway 71 3 straight weeks in a row. They came away with a great victory at Russellville, had a disheartening loss last week to Southside, and faced another tough opponent here in the Van Buren Pointers, and this score would not indicate the closeness of this game. It's 24-9 right now. The Springdale Bulldogs are ahead, but this has been a determined Pointer football team, and there's still, I'm sure, some fight left in them. Good kickoff, takes a bounce, sort of dies around there, finally picked up by the Pointers, and he's tackled in there by Kenny Watson. Kenny Watson's made some key plays on defense here late in the season for the Bulldogs and has shown himself to be quite a capable defender. Does a good job on that kickoff. And if you miss the first play, actually, especially if you missed the first part of our rebroadcast, missed the first play, you missed the fact that the opening kickoff, the Pointers took it 93 some odd yards down the field for a touchdown. All right, Kyle Dennis will try to get his team back on track. Comes around left end and is taken down there by, let's see, that was Tim Williams. Made a great open field tackle there against Kyle Dennis. Van Buren running the wishbone, which is not something you see all that prevalent these days and makes it difficult to get ready, prepare for. And all in all, you'd have to say that the Bulldog defense has done an excellent job. They dropped Dennis for a 1-yard loss there, so he's faced with second down, 11 yards to go as he barks out the signals, takes the snap, hands off inside to the fullback, Matta, and he gains maybe a yard or two. Matta has had a great game against the Bulldogs. He's racked up, I'm sure, over 100 yards. Don't have officially where he stands with regard to that. But thankfully, the Bulldog defense, when they needed to, have stiffened up and have held the Pointers, and now they're faced with a third down, 8 yards to go. As Dennis takes the snap, Yep, man takes the ball. He's going to get a couple of yards, but it's going to bring a fourth down. And you would think if the Pointers would have been able to get back in the game, they would have had to have done something there offensively. So that's a big series for the Springdale defense. They've shut down the Pointers, and that may be the thing that takes the air out of the Pointers tonight as they're facing just a determined Springdale football team. This is going to be a great confidence booster for Springdale if they can hold on to this and win this game. There's the punt. Downham takes it, gets by one man, and is going to be wrestled down by a host of other Bulldogs. So Brad Downham, who does just about everything from Springdale, from kickoffs to punts to playing defense and quarterback, gets by one man but only picks up 2 or 3 yards on the punt return, and the Bulldogs will set up shop. First down, 10 yards to go. And there you see the Pointer defense. Although they've given up some points, they've really played not that bad defensively, but again, when you're playing against the number 2 ranked team in the state with kind of offensive line that Springdale's got, it makes your job that much more difficult. You see a shot there of the Springdale huddle. Don Strubing, Jacob Hayward, Mike Finn, Clint Pinzo, Paul Webb's done just an outstanding job. First down and 10. Bulldogs need to just roll off some 1st and 10s here and run some time off the clock and get out of here. Golden handoff inside. And with our limited view there, Golden picks up about 5-6 yards on the play. This would be just exactly what Springdale needed, was a good confidence booster coming into this game. And though the score makes it appear a little bit more lopsided than it was, nonetheless, it will be a great boost to Springdale's confidence going into the Fayetteville game and hopefully into the playoffs. There's Parker around the right end. He's got the first down. And the Bulldogs are doing just exactly what you would want them to do and really expect them to do late in this 4th quarter. Grind out the clock with just some good ball control offense. And those big offensive linemen are just continuing to pound the defensive linemen of Van Buren and drive them back, making gaping holes. And right now, that's the key to this game. Parker in motion, takes the handoff from Downham. He gets around to in again and gets smushed by a couple of Pointers. But again, for Van Buren, that clock is continuing to run. And it's not only its enemy as well as the scoreboard, which says they're behind 24-9. So Van Buren, if they lose this, could drop to 3-3 and be 5-3-1 on the season. And even at that, they'd have to be pleased with the kind of season they've had. 2nd down 8. They weren't expected to do even this well. There's a handoff to Golden as he gets around right in. We've got a penalty flag as he breaks into the open. He's got a first down. In fact, it looked like another penalty flag flew. And hopefully this won't be against the Bulldogs. Penalties could kill this drive if it is so. We'll see what the mark is. And it appears to be against Springdale. They're conferring with one of the Van Buren pointers. Holding against Springdale, that's the call. Well, that'd be a big one, and that's the kind of penalty often tough to overcome. And so the Bulldogs are marching in the wrong direction now. Again, big thing stopping the clock there.
10-yard penalty stepped off against the
10 yards.
Bulldogs. Ball plays down on the Van Buren 47-yard line. It's second down.
Want to let you know if you're watching on Tuesday night, this game will also be rebroadcast Thursday night at 7 o'clock also. Down takes the snap on 2nd and 18, hands off to Clinton White. Good running room as he gets around outside, gets outside, and is finally driven out of bounds. Good running room as he's going to get back what was lost by the penalty. And we have a first down for the Bulldogs on an excellent run. Boy, I tell you what, you can have AstroTurf. I like to look out there late in the game and see those linemen and see their pants dirty. And man, it means they've been in the trenches in the war. And I know those guys. They like to look dirty and tough and macho. Man, they've done it tonight. 1st and 10. There's a handoff inside. Some good hard charging running by the number 4, Steve Batchelor. Good pickup on first down. Springdale Bulldogs using this game as a tune-up for their crosstown rivalry with the Fayetteville Bulldogs, which will be this Friday night as you watch the replay. Brad Downham, 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Handoff inside to Batchelor. He's going to be stopped well short of the first down as he picks up maybe a yard or so on the carry. And Paul Webb appears to be shaken up. Slowly getting up, and Paul, of course, not only filling in for Chad Ehrman, but handles the punting chores, and so hopefully nothing wrong with Paul. Maybe he's just shaken up there, limping just slightly, but walking off under his own power. Chilly night for football here in Van Buren, but certainly a wonderful night. Many of the folks from Springdale made the trip down Highway 71. I don't know about you folks, I'm getting kind of tired of making that drive as beautiful as it is. I'm looking forward to being back in Bulldog Stadium. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Downham takes the snap, pitches outside to Clinton White. He gets down, looks like he's going to be far enough downfield to have the first down. And so the Bulldogs continue. See the steam rising off the Bulldog players as their body heat coming off their bodies in this cool air. It just gives it kind of an eerie effect. I don't know if we can see that in the huddle, if you just see that steam rising up off of them. First down, 10 yards to go. Inside the 25-yard line of Van Buren. There's a handoff to Batchelor. Tries to get around. Is going to gain 2 or 3 yards as he gets wrestled around there by a couple of the pointers. Clock is ticking away. 4 yards is going to be the pickup, what they're going to credit him with. There's a handoff to Batchelor. He gets stacked up inside.
Number 58, David Knight, and number 61.
And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third down, the Van Buren Pointers have done their best to and played a tough game, but just up against the Springdale Bulldogs as Clint Miller takes over at the helm at quarterback for Brad Downham. Probably a wise move on the coach's part to save Downham. Miller hands off to Clinton White. He slashes forward.
White, the ball carrier.
And we'll see where they mark this.
Now fourth down.
It's going to bring up fourth down for the Bulldogs. Short yardage situation. Tommy Golden back in. Well, short. It's going to be about 4 yards. Miller at quarterback. Faked the handoff, followed his line through, makes the first down, and it's going to be first and goal for the Bulldogs. And they're going to be able to run this clock out now as the Pointers simply fighting for pride here late in the fourth quarter. And the Springdale Bulldogs appear to have wrapped up another big win and will move them to 7-2 overall, 4-2 in the league, and put them in good position going into the Fayetteville game. If we wind this one down, Clint Miller at quarterback, several of the second teamers in, getting some valuable playing time, and we're going to have a flag. Delay of game against Springdale. 5-yard penalty, going to back him up. And we'll try it again. Appreciate all of you for watching, making our season successful, putting up with problems we've had from time to time and different things. And we hope next week to be able to show you a great ball game as the Battle of the Bulldogs. Miller hands off inside. And I believe that was Batchelor, couldn't really see. Blackwood carried the ball, dove down close to the goal line. And so several of the second team offense there in fact, perhaps it appears to be the whole second team offense with Miller at the helm. It's a handoff. Good, hard charging running by Steve Blackwood, but he meets a swarm of Pointers, and the Bulldogs going to try to hurry to get back and get another play off.
Ball's on the 5-yard line. It's third down. Third and goal.
Third down and goal. Clint Miller brings the Bulldogs up to the line. Clint Miller's filled in some valuable positions there. Diving for the end zone there was Tomo Wharton, but he's going to be short, and it's going to bring up fourth down for the Bulldogs and just about 2 yards shy of the end zone. Tomo Wharton, who plays monster band for the Springdale Bulldogs, does an excellent job on defense and at running back. And the Bulldogs are really going to have to hurry to get this play off as the clock is moving down. Miller follows his blockers into the end zone for a touchdown, which is 9 seconds left. And so the Springdale Bulldogs putting salt in the wound of the Pointers, and Booger Mosley beyond trying to add the 31st point. As we've said, this score certainly belies the character of this game, which has been a hard-fought contest. There's the snap. Mosley's kick is up and good, and Springdale Bulldogs lead Van Buren 31-9. We'll be back in a moment.
Since 1907, we at First National Bank of Springdale have consistently retained the majority of our profits.
Bulldogs going into the final game with 9 seconds left. Dean Bradley just sort of squibs it. And we got a little bit of mass confusion there as Bulldogs finally bring the pointer down.
Brings the ball out to the 42-yard line. First and 10 Pointers.
And so Springdale going to go to 4-2 in conference play, 7-2 overall. This will drop Van Buren to 5-3-1, 3-3 overall. That's the end of the game. The final score, the Springdale Bulldogs 31 and the Van Buren Pointers 9. And Springdale goes into next week's game